Interpreter log number 9, March 4th, 2023. Today's the last day of an intensive with Kinty. And yesterday we closed out the group session. Had a really tough time doing the language specific portion, i.e. the Spanish, and with the Emma Watson speech. Not for some reason, I know why it got the best of me, which was the best part. Kinty made me go back and redo it, which I thought was really cool and really, kind of doing her job as the coach trainer. And it allowed me to reach a bit of a breakthrough or an epiphany. I didn't understand why it was beating me. Who is this girl from Harry Potter who was tripping me up? But then when we came back and we did it, and I decided to jot down what I'm going to say as opposed to what I hear, which was the breakthrough. For me, it was kind of quite powerful because maybe now I understand what I need to do. Consequently, or subsequently, the rendition came out better than the first time around. Although, granted, I had already heard it, so it was the second time. But I was in a bit of a mental funk at the time, and it was hard to break through that. But eventually I did, and we stuck to it, and it was thanks to Kinty, really, that she insisted we stick to it, and we end on a positive note, which I think we did, or I know we did. So that was very good and worthy of an interpreter log entry.
So the reason was basically because the whole speech is kind of phrased in the negative. I don't know what this structure is called, or this technique or approach necessarily, but it was all about defining or establishing what we're not. And by doing that, you establish what we are. Then she later comes in and clearly explicitly states what we are. However, when you start off with the speech that you're not familiar with this one, I realize that it's very hard to actually jot down what we're not, when in fact the true intention behind it is to establish what we are. And that's where the strategy failed me. But when I understood that and saw it clearly, it made sense to me. Which is why writing down what you're going to say is much more productive, and ignoring the kind of false start of what we're not. However, this does bring up the issue of, but that's not what she really said in that order. But it is what she did say. You're just omitting the negations. But for me, that trips me up, so I have to take that leap.
And that's it for now. So write down what you're going to say as opposed to what you hear. Period. Baker out.